Greetings everyone, I am Prime Studios and welcome back to another live stream. It's been a while. Um, I've been busy and yeah. Hope you guys are all doing all right. You've been doing well. Say hello to chat. Michael Casey first. Yes, you are. Don't know if there's anyone else here, but hello. Alright, for those of you who don't know, um, what I do for this stream, or like for these types of streams, Lucas, yo, hey, what's going on? I was wondering when you'd show up. Ratchet is so broken in Transformers the game as an unused character. He's only really functional as like a support character, you know? Um, Other than that, he's not really playable. So actually, you know what? Because this mic has been apparently making me quiet. Let's try and unplug it. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Now I'm seeing it start to go up. All right. How's it going? I must say I really enjoyed your video today. Yeah, yeah. That's actually what we're here to talk about. Actually. Um. Yeah, we are here to talk about the second reimagined level. Um, uh, didn't you have him as a selectable character in one video? Yeah, he is a playable character, but only in free play. He is not playable in any of the main chapters. Um, so hopefully that answers that question. Mainly because he is just that broken. He doesn't really have any animations. So he is playable. Just once you complete all four of the chapters, you will be able to play as him. Alright, so without any further ado, let us get right on into it. First off, it's been a while. It's been like a week. And so, as we all know, I like to take a look at the weekly news for Transformers. Goofy Ratchet wheels. Ratchet doesn't have wheels. Alright? Ratchet doesn't have any wheels. He uses drone armored cars or the payload wheels. You know, he doesn't have his own wheels unless he's in the transformation. So yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the news. As always, we like to take a look at the news. We already talked about um like all this stuff from the live stream last week. Um but um Yeah, so we will skip out on this because we already talked about these. I mean, we could take a look at the pictures. All right, first off, we have the more statue places. This time it's in Mexico. We got another TV spot, which there's like two or three TV spots like per day now. It's like every few hours there's a new TV spot. So I'm actually not gonna play this one. I haven't watched any of the newer ones because there's all these new scenes and it's practically just spoiling the movie. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to be spoiled for the movie. You know, I'm not saying that's gonna be um the best movie ever, but I am kind of interested to see it. And I do not want to be spoiled. Um, didn't they fix Payload's wheels on the DS game? See, Payload always had wheels in the main game, The thing is, you just never see his vehicle mode. Yeah, but as for the TV spots, you can see what I'm talking about here. You know, you got this TV spot is 7:07, and then like 10 minutes before that, you had a TV spot. You know, there's like TV spots coming out left and right, and it's practically just spoiling the film. Pre-orders, promos. Looks like we're getting auto transforming stuff, a Prime, and a Bumblebee. I think there's also a Primal. Oh yeah, this is fake. Rise of the Beast soundtrack revealed with previews. Um, there was stuff you know, like, oh, you know, Arrival to Earth, and a bunch of stuff from you know the previous films, like Unicron's film from the '86 film. Um, yeah, as you can see here, update. While the original article did mention the word soundtrack, this seems to be a playlist on Spotify curated by Paramount Pictures. So, while this may be some of these may be in the actual film, um, you know this should be taken with a grain of salt. This doesn't mean that every single soundtrack listed here is going to be in the film. Rise of the Beast came across the Spider Verse. I'm gonna see on opening day. What? Rise of the Beast or Across the Spider Verse? Here we go. Another TV spot. You're gonna find like 10 or 12 of those. Just going through these. We got Core Class showing up at retail. Here we go. We also got Command and Convert Animatronic Optimus Primal. Reshoes. The figures that got revealed last week went up for pre-order. They should be coming out the 1st of August. I guess we can go through them. Just really quick, because I did do that stream very early on. Both. Oh, okay. Are you gonna watch Across the Spider Verse as well? No, no. Um, I, I've seen some stuff about that film, and quite frankly, I don't want to see it. I really do not want to see it. So, no, I will not be seeing it. Wasn't Prowl cut from '07 because someone thought an evil police car with Barricade would be cool or something? No, the reason why Prowl got turned into Barricade is because Prowl, as we know, is a cop car. And the writers and stuff, they thought that a police car would fit more in line with the Decepticons since they were all military vehicles in the '07 film. So that is why we got Barricade as a police car instead of it being Prowl, because you know, all like the authority vehicles and stuff, you know, you got tank, you got jet, all these different military vehicles, you know, they're all Decepticons, and then to have a police car as an Autobot, that wouldn't really make sense. So they just ended up with Barricade being a Decepticon. What stuff did you not like about it? Well, have you seen some of the trailers and the controversy about that film? Because if you've seen what I've seen, you'll know what I'm talking about. Prowl Cup mod future idea, possibly, possibly. Who knows? All right, but yeah, we got all these figures for pre-order. We got Prime. We got Core Class Bumblebee. Do we have any other videos? No. Yes. No, we don't. We will. I'll go through the videos. So we had Optimus here, who looks pretty good. You know, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Oh wait, what controversy? You really want me to look it up? I mean, I will look it up if you want me to, but you know, I didn't really think this would be the stream for that. it would be more along the lines of what I did for the Earthspark stream. Shitting on that. Uh, yeah. But yeah, we had Rise of the Beast Studio Series Prime. Again, he looks good. Liking what I'm seeing here. There's the packaging. We got 86 Brawn. He looks alright. Um, War for Cybertron Cliff Jumper. Looks good. War for Cybertron Megatron. This one is probably one of my favorites along with the Optimus. This looks really, really good. I am really liking what I'm seeing here. This looks great. I love this. We also have Studio Series Rhinox. Kind of looks like one of the TF5 Knights. But they slapped the name Rhinox on it and gave him a Rhino for an alt mode. Not a bad figure though. Doesn't look bad. Do we have anything else? Oh yeah, Core Class Bumblebee. It's just the laser beak with a new head and a new paint job. Oh, I see what you mean now. I just looked up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I said, do you want me to look it up? You know, some. I mean, I guess I could say there are some stickers and some posters in some of the trailers that yeah, if you know me and you know my views on stuff, then you know, and you'll know why I'm not looking forward to it. Shoot, was it Spider-Verse background details on the walls or something? That is one of them. One of them was a small little poster in the background. It clearly visible. It's not like something that's like a few pixels. This is something that you can prominently see. There was also like a pin, I believe, on like a backpack or a shirt. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that film. All right, but really quick, since we're here, we're talking about the figures. We got Core Class Bumblebee. Spin around to that. Again, this is just the Core Class Laserbeak. Hope they hope they do other movie characters. Like Prime, Megatron. Starscream, Ironhide. Give us more movie Core Class figures instead of just G1. Um, I know we have Core Class 86 Ratchet 9 but the only one that we got from the Bay films is just Bumblebee and Laserbeak, which is the same mold. So, would be cool if they branched off into other characters. Here we have the Studio Series Prime, though. This looks... I'm gonna put this in full screen. I like this. I like this. And then, of course, you got the people saying, oh, actually, you'll see it in truck mode. Like what they did with the blade here. It could tab into the side of the arm. There's a pickle here, but then if you look really closely, that's not where the sword is plugged in. Here it's actually there's a pickle here that the blade can also plug into. So I really, really like that. I'm liking this robot mode. I've heard some people complain about the alt mode and how that looks. As you can see, this is what the back of the alt mode looks like. Not bad, you know. Um, this was probably to prevent the legs from exploding. Well, not really exploding, but untabbing all the time. If you don't own the Studio Series 38 Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime figure. If you do not own that figure, what would happen is the legs would transform and form the back of the truck like it does here. And it looks good. You know how it looked. It was basically the back part of the what is it? The Peterbilt from the Bay films. It was basically the back of that put onto this truck. But what would happen is the legs would split apart and then those panels would unfold and become the legs. You know, the inside of the legs, so the legs weren't hollow. The thing about that is that the legs would never want to stay tabbed in. You know, you would move the legs just a tiny bit and they would immediately untab. Yeah, in fact, I think some of them even just untabbed on its own and would never tab in. So, um, you know, this is probably the result of them trying to fix that leg issue for the robot mode. You know, it does kind of look ugly, but you know, who's gonna sit there and display their figure in vehicle mode face with the back of the truck facing forward? You know, who's gonna do that? Um, in my personal opinion, you know, there are some sacrifices that need to be made. This is one of them, and I'm completely fine with it. You know, I do know there are some people, not gonna say who, but there are some people who are, you know, perfectionists and they want their figures to be perfect and yada yada yada. But I am not one of those people. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about some other stuff. We got apparently a G2 Mirage coming. More pre-orders, 3.0 stuff, interviews, TV spots. I don't think there's been like really any noteworthy news to talk about. We got Armada Megatron in hand images. I'm also liking how this is Armada Megatron looks. Um, you know, apparently there is an issue with the shoulder untabbing every time you move the arm. I don't really care about that. So, yeah. Again, here we go. Another stuff about the film. More TV spots. TV spot 12. Here's something interesting. Shattered Glass Rodimus. I have the 86 Voyager. This could be interesting. Could be interesting indeed. I'm trying to like speed run through this all. Again, more TV spots. Jesus Christ. You don't need so many TV spots. And if you wanted so many TV spots, then you should have spread out your marketing and not focus it within the last few weeks. Is how many weeks are left before the film comes out? Literally 2 weeks from today. Not next week, the week after is when the film comes out. Actually, no, Friday. 2 weeks from this Friday. So 2 weeks and 2 days is when the film comes out. You don't want to sit there and put all your marketing in like the last few weeks because that's just a dumb move. Like yeah, sure it might generate hype, but um again, more TV spots 11, 10. I guarantee we're going to go to the next page, we're going to find 987. I guess not. Oh, wait, no, no, 9. Yeah, I think we got 9 here. This is probably the last one I saw. What else? Blah blah blah. More bullshit. Uh, Pink Bumblebee Laserbeak mod possible. I don't know. Does someone make that? Shoot, was it Cyberverse background details on the walls or something? Oh wait, no, I already answered that. They really look core class talking with Bumblebee, don't they? They even use it for Pink Bumblebee Laserbeak. That's the first mold. Well, the Transformers 1 has been delayed. Look it up. I don't really care. We got, what the hell? Transformers yogurt found at in retail. That's kind of funny. Um, blah blah blah. More TV spots. Blah blah blah. Nemesis Prime kind of looks cool. I kind of like this. Other than that, it's just boring stuff. Boring TV. It's either TV spots or just a bunch of bullshit. Nova Prime looks like we may be getting what appears will be a retool of Siege Galaxy Upgrade Optimus. And then yeah, we already talked about the reveals for that. From the stream, talked about it twice. Last stream and this stream. I don't think there's anything else. I think that's it. Let's get off TFW. Alright. And get to the reason why we're all here. The reason why we're all here is for this. So, thank you for being patient while I went through all of the bullshit news. And for some reason, this is acting kind of weird. Oh. Let's hope we don't get the stream taken down for the movie clips. Don't think we will. You know, I didn't get any copyright claims or anything off of the first, off of this video. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is pretty much what these streams are gonna be. You know, when I release the level, either the first stream after I release it, or the fall, like the next stream, first or second stream after I release a level preview, I will do a live stream talking about the level development and stuff. So yeah, let's get on into it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them as we are going through the level. So here we go. I'm just gonna plug in the headphones again, because why not? Alrighty. There we go. Alright. Now we can begin. How long does it take to mod each mission? It depends. It really depends. Sometimes it's easy, other times it's more difficult. You know. Until we were betrayed. So it really depends on what you are trying to do, as well as what you're trying to do, and how complicated it is. Let's actually skip the cutscene. Let's get right on into it. You will notice something right here. All right, it's called Rise of Sector 7. You get into the level. It's called More Than Meets the Eye. I forgot to update the strings for the level names. Yeah, that will be fixed. It will be called Rise of Sector 7. I guess it wasn't copyright claimed because, well, the Babers ended at the last night. No, I've play clips and like videos and streams and stuff, and they still get copyright. Get to the beacon. So, I'm sure eventually there will be a claim. First beacon. Here we go. We show off my poor driving skills in the game. Trying not to hit anything and not hit a lamppost. And the dog's going great now. Great. I'm telling you, sometimes driving in this game can be difficult. Especially when you got like debris flying at you. It can get crazy. Alright, first chapter, No Thigh Enemy, which is a straight up reference to the DS level. Will the skins be changed in any way, honestly? RoboVision Optimus or so? If you're talking about the bonus skins, then yeah, I do have plans for each of them. Yeah, I do have plans for the bonus characters.
Jazz, Bumblebee reported some strange energy readings from the Sector 7 defenses. I need you to gather some of their vehicles and bring them back here for analysis.
Why are these human vehicles so important?
I'd rather not say until I'm sure. If my suspicions are correct, they may hold the key to winning this war. I just can't be sure for which side.
Consider it done then, and I'll hope we're the winners, sir.
So, it's something I want to point out. As you'll see, you just saw it. You know, the conversations. Oh, was that your dog barking? Yeah, that was my dog barking. But, you know, as you saw with that conversation between Prime and Jazz, you see it a bit later on in like a few minutes, and you'll see you'll see it at the very end. You want to pay attention to those, because that will give you an idea of who these characters are in the my universe that I'm creating. So that's one of the things to keep note of is the voice lines, because that will that will help you understand the story, and it will also give you an idea of who these characters are, and you know, their ideals and, you know, their thoughts and stuff.
Humans couldn't have access to this sort of power source.
This is pretty much just a DSA. Carrying stuff back. Optimus. Yeah, before anyone says it, yes, these are police cars. I know they are police cars. There is no that's a convoy. Yeah. So the reason why it's a convoy, that this is the quotation marks, quote me, the Sector 7 convoys, is because there is no other vehicle in the physical object types. So, you know all those cars that are parked on like the side of the road? Well, there's the police station, and the police cars are the only cars that are programmed into the physical object types. The others are in vehicle skins, I believe, either vehicle skins or they are in the actual map model. But the only way to do those, like you pick them up and stuff for an objective, the only way you can do that is through physical object types, and I don't think you can get like an actual Sector 7 convoy, so it's just gonna be a police car. I guess I can fast forward this just speed it up just a bit before we get to the juicy part. Whoever designed the planet needs to be fired because someone could easily bump into tanks and explode for you. Saying explode them from your junkyard. No, that's not always the case. I've bumped into those explosive containers and sometimes they explode, but other times they don't. If you shoot them, then yeah, they're gonna explode. But if you just like knock one of them over, there's a chance that they may explode, but there's also a chance they won't explode. Here we go. Next police car. Police station. Turn the music down. Can't quite hear you. Well, as we all know, the music is already kind of loud. I'll turn it down here, though. There, is that better? It's literally just, oh, yeah, just Jazz very fastly walking to Optimus. Oh, that's control. That, don't want that. Alright, here we go. I can turn it back down. I wonder who honestly composed the game. Check the credits for the game. Play the credits. It has to be in there. Alright, here we go. Final convoy. But it's not a convoy, it's actually Barricade. That's right, you fight Barricade as Jazz. So originally this was going to be Blackout like in the DS game. I went with Barricade for one reason and one reason specifically. And that's because there is an animatic for the 2007 film, and it was Jazz versus Barricade, and they were fighting with metal poles. And I think I actually try and pick up a metal pole, or like some sort of yeah. As you saw right there. Yeah, there's an animatic out there showing Jazz fighting Barricade with traffic poles, and so I was like, I can use this. So yeah, that is why you fight Barricade here instead of Blackout. Plus, it's a good way to have Jazz get revenge on Barricade for killing him in City of the Machines. You don't kill Barricade here. Obviously, he's gonna show up later. He just gets knocked out for the time being. Here we go. We got the dramatic music going. I'll turn it up.
Anything?
Yes, it is as I feared. Not only does Sector 7 have Megatron prisoner, but they have the Allspark as well. They have no idea how deadly that combination could be. Earth could share the same fate as Cybertron. I won't let that happen. Not again.
What happened to Cybertron wasn't your fault, Optimus. It's Megatron's.
No matter what Megatron did, I'm still partly responsible, Jazz. I could have prevented this before any of it started.
By destroying your own brother?
Megatron may be my brother, but he is also the one who took the spark of our father, my friends, our world. I will do what I must. Gather the others. We need to brief them on what we have learned.
Yeah. Again, um, again, keep in mind what these characters are saying in the voice lines, because it will give you a good idea of who these characters are. Wasn't there a animatic of Bumblebee fighting a red Bumblebee in Mission City? Yes, that red Bumblebee was supposed to be evil. Um, it's evil Bumblebee in the 2007 Camaro. The reason why it is evil Bumblebee and not Barricade or Stud. It's someone sitting there's like, oh, um, it's Stinger from Age of Extinction. One, Age of Extinction wasn't planned. Um, Two, the reason why it's evil Bumblebee is because during the production, they didn't want any of the models to get leaked. So the only model that they were given was Bumblebee's. Right. Same thing with the game here too. That's why um, Evil Bumblebee exists in Transformers the games, because during very early production they only had the model for Bumblebee, and you needed someone for Bumblebee to fight. Because the drones weren't created at the time. So the only logical answer was Evil Bumblebee. I think it's the same guy who did the films. No, because if he did if that was the case, then I feel like every single video on Transformers the game that uses the music would have gotten copyright claimed. Singer's just evil Cliffjumper. No, because I don't think Cliffjumper exists. Somewhat in the films, he only exists in expanded media, which I believe is now um, that's not canon anymore. Anyways, let's continue with the level. Wise.
Autobots, we face either our salvation or our destruction. Analysis of the data retrieved from the Arctic revealed that not only does Sector 7 hold Megatron prisoner, but they also possess the Allspark.
We know the Decepticons were aware of this as well, and we are mounting a strike on Sector 7.
And before anyone says it, yes, well, yes, this was taken. Those two lines were taken from the DS. Um, they were all together in one area when they said those lines. Thing is, though, I kind of wanted it to be like, oh, Optimus is saying it over the comms. So, um, that's why it is the is over the comms and not in person. All five Autobots together. Hold up, the Arctic. Yes, the Arctic. Wonder what that's hinting towards.
Of the Allspark.
Allspark?
Allspark is our life force, the source from which all Transformers originate.
Why would that be on my grandfather's glasses?
Because many years ago, he discovered our nemesis Megatron trapped in the Arctic. Megatron burned the information into these lenses, assuming that the Decepticons would be able to find them.
Helicopters inbound.
All right. So before anyone says it, because I know someone is gonna say it. Um. Yes, there's a cut between the two scenes. You can clearly tell there's a pretty big reason for that. Well, it's not really big. It's kind of an obvious reason. As we all know, in the first level, Bumblebee scans his 2007 Camaro mode right before Chapter 4. It's why of the first Autobot level, which is why you play as 2007 Camaro Bumblebee in the last chapter. So wouldn't it make sense for Bumblebee to be back in his old Camaro form and then rescan the same vehicle? So that is why um, that middle part of Bumblebee scanning the car mode was cut out, and I edited that out because it doesn't make sense. You know, he's already in his 2007 Camaro form. Why does he need to scan it again? Are we going to the Arctic? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not saying shit. We could possibly be going to the Arctic. We may not be. It all depends on where what I want to do. Um, this is another chapter chapter name based off of the DS game Narrow Escape. This is the one where Bumblebee gets captured in the DS game. I think this is the longest out of all of them.
I need you to take out the patrolling Sector 7 convoys while we search for the humans.
Good old text to speech Optimus. I know some people have an issue with the text to speech, rightfully so, because it can sound off at times. It's why I'm trying to use it only when like I absolutely have to use it. Like if I can find a voice line that fits or like is what I want, then I won't use the text to speech. But um, there are at some points where I do have to use the text to speech uh, because you know it's the only option. So yeah, and yeah, sure, it does sound weird at times, but it's the best I can do. You know, I can't sit there and ask Peter Cullen to be like, "Hey, can you record all these voice lines for my mod?" You know, I can't sit there and do that. So, um, I think this is another point where we can speed it up. I don't know. Submissions are gonna change in some way. You'll see what I do for these submissions. Kind of interesting. I have some stuff planned for them. I'm not gonna say what.
We have located where Sector 7 is taking the
Oh,
humans.
okay, okay, okay. That's going a bit. Let's pause it there. Set it back down to normal speed.
We have located where Sector 7 is taking the humans. We need to cut them off before they leave the city.
So this is kind of gonna seem shoehorned in there. I forgot to add a voice line, so there will be a voice line from Jazz at this after this cutscene plays.
Optimus Prime.
Lol, fast talking Optimus, yeah, fast talking Prime. Um,
Box taking the relief children was a bad move. Autobots?
relieve them of their weapons. Um, yeah, after this cutscene plays, there will be a line from Jazz. Just forgot to add it. Yeah, so before Prime says shoot him down, Jazz will sit there and be like, "Oh, that one line from the DS game is like, oh, Sector 7 is guarded by unmanned drones, permission to take him out or something, and then Prime will say shoot him down. Yeah, which is basically giving him the go ahead. Speaking of drones, here we go. We got the Sector 7 drone right there. It is a reskin of the car drone. I know it's kind of hard to see them. You'll get a good look at them because they'll be everywhere in the next level. Considering we are inside the Hoover Dam where the Sector 7 facility is. So this part, for whatever reason, was highly unstable. It can only handle 4 drones maximum. Um, no, I was gonna have it kind of be like a wave system, but for whatever reason, it anything past 4 drones will crash the game. So that's what I had to work with. There we go, next cutscene, and then we're gonna cut to the next player, the next character you play as.
Hold on.
Imagine a G1 campaign mod in some way with G1 skins like G1 Optimus from Megatron in the future. There was someone a long time ago who made a video, and it was all with G1 characters. G1 Prime. What was it? It was Prime. Prime, Megatron, Starstream, Jazz, and Shockwave. Maybe another character or two. Maybe Soundwave was mixed in there. But the video has since been taken down. The channel got deleted a long time ago. But there was someone who did kind of do like a little skit. This was at the time where we were making, just, those Transformers, it's like, Transformers the game, the movie. Those kind of videos. It was kind of around that time. And this was like Transformers the game, the G1 movie or something. So yeah, here we go. We got Prime. We got Prime escorting Sam and Michaela to safety. If you know the film, you know that he hides under a bridge. So that is what I do. I have him go to the bridge, and you get this cutscene that plays. So that gives us our next character who you play as, which is Jazz. Again. I love the roar of that Camaro. Yeah, it's a good sound.
I knew this would be easy, but these guys ain't even trying.
Now it's all gone potential. Man, if only someone had archived the videos. Unfortunately, we don't have them archived, but what can you do? So you finish playing as Jazz, and then
This is Jazz. I've been cornered.
Can you escape without excessive force?
That would be a negative. Alright, Hyde, can you lend some support?
Sit tight, soldier. I'm on my way.
and now
Get to Jazz.
you play as Ironhide.
Sector 7. in there, Jazz. I'm coming.
Who knows, really, you might have something in your mind on it. I mean, maybe?
Prepare to get recycled.
Maybe, I don't know. I've never thought about doing a G1 mod. Alright, here's something. So yes, you are fighting enemies, you are fighting drones, but they are not appearing on the map. There's a reason for that. If I added them to the radar, they would just be Autobot symbols, and I didn't want, you know, it wouldn't make sense for them to be Autobot symbols. I can't change the faction of them, or the radar type. So they're just gonna stay off the radar. However, as you will see in about like 10 seconds or so, when someone else comes in,
Stand and fight.
yeah, here we go. So this is the part where Ratchet comes in, and he doesn't heal you like in 2.0, at least not in this specific part. In this part specifically, as you know, the drones, they don't appear on the map, right? So what will happen is, Ratchet kind of acts like a general direction where where a drone is, and if you get really close to him, I'd have it added as if, but if you get really close to Ratchet, he will pinpoint for a few seconds where the drones actually are, so they will come up on the radar for like a brief minute. Not as an Autobot symbol, I'm just gonna have a very small key location around like a 5-degree radius around each drone, for, in case you can't find any. And so, yeah, that'll be a way to help Ironhide, will help you, the player, locate where the drones are that are kind of hiding, and, you know, instead of it taking like 20 minutes. So we just set it to, yeah, just set it to. I think there's like, yeah, as you can see, you kind of get lost. You don't exactly know where any of the drones are. So in the final, like the final version, you will be able to get close to Ratchet and determine where these hiding drones are, instead of it taking 20 minutes. Low res Ironhide cutscene, yes. Hi, I am cheering you on, and go Team Autobots. Well, welcome. I think that's the last drone. There might be like one or two more. So I'm gonna lead it, put it back to normal speed. Yeah. So yeah, once you finish with the drones, you go to Jazz. And then you get to cutscene. Oh yeah, I should mention too,
Optimus, Bumblebee's in danger. He's being pursued along with the
Yeah, we get this cutscene. Um, most of the way, most of the way with this confused me on the layout to the first chapter done. What does that mean? Like you're confused on this chapter? I mean, yeah, it is a bit confusing. Um, basically, in this chapter two, well, chapter one, let's start chapter one. You just pick up Sector Seven convoys, which are pretty much police cars because it's the only option. You carry them to Optimus, and then you fight Barricade. Second chapter, Sector 7 has arrived fully, like their full forces. So you gotta take out the patrol. Jazz goes on patrol, finds the Sector 7 convoys that are patrolling the map. He takes care of those while the other Autobots search for Sam and Michaela because they've been captured by Sector 7. So you cut Sector 7 off from leaving the town, but Sector 7 is guarded by unmanned drones. Right, they're autonomous drones. So you take them out. More Sector 7 forces, like a large majority, are coming. So the Autobots roll out. Prime takes Sam and Michaela um, and outruns Sector 7. He tries to, and he eventually does. Um, then you play as Jazz, who has Sector 7 chasing him, but he eventually gets surrounded. Ironhide comes in, he saves Jazz, and he takes out pretty much all the autonomous drones on the map from Sector 7. He regroups with Jazz after fighting off the drones. And then, as you will see here, you
You will antagonize Sector 7 into following you away from this area. The rest of us will split up and meet just outside the city.
yeah you play as Bumblebee. So I'm confused by this chapter comparing the first one you did. Well, this is the second level. You know, this isn't going to be the same level at at a different time. This is the second level and continuing the story that I started in the first level. Where to find Ratchet? He isn't gonna be like a hidden character in this chapter. He will help out Ironhide, so he'll show up like 20 or 30 seconds after you start fighting the drones by yourself. And he'll be on the radar, so you'll be able to find him. Also, I should point out this is the only Easter egg I've added in. Um, you won't find it in this video. At least I don't think so. There is an Easter egg in this part right here. Not in this specific area. To where you start off as Bumblebee, but when you are playing as Bumblebee, there is an Easter egg. So I don't think I show it in this, but just when you guys play the mod, be cautious of that. That there is an Easter egg. I was referring to the Ironhide part. Again, as I said, he only shows up during the Ironhide part, and he just shows up in the middle of the street and he helps you. It's not like he's in some hidden location like what Digital did in 2.0. He is in the middle of the street, and you can even see him on the radar. There will be an Autobot symbol on the radar. What was it though? I'm guessing you're referring to the Easter egg. I'm not gonna say, because it'll ruin it. It's nothing too big, it's just just this nice little addition to it. Doesn't really change anything. Hold up, where's Bumblebee's red backlights? This is an old version of Bumblebee I did, and unfortunately the headlights were red. The 2007 Camaro Bumblebee is one that I am going to redo, so he is not going to look like this in the final version of the mod. I think that's enough talking. Let's continue. So, yeah, as Prime said, you just antagonize Sector 7. You go around taking care of convoys. More difficult than you think. These guys, for whatever reason, are on the slippy side. They Is there a way we can increase the quality? There we go. I wouldn't be able to play unless Barricade would play through and show plus what was up with sound on the video. That's the unfortunate thing, I'm not the only person this happens to, the sound does, um, it's Xbox Game Bar. So, speaking of Barricade 24, Michael KC, I know we discussed this earlier, and I don't know if you're watching this Barricade. We had talked, me and Michael here, we were talking about, he had asked me, it's like, oh, or, it's like, oh, would you want Barricade to play? I was like, oh, yeah, of course, you know. Um, Actually, I'll just give this offer to everyone. If anyone wants to do an interview with me for this mod where, you'd be asking me questions and stuff, um, uh, and I would answer questions. I know I already did a Q&A live stream, but I am down to do interviews about the mod. So if anyone if everyone wants to interview me about this, go right ahead. Continue playing. Please play though it. Please play through it. Barricade. So it like 2.0 videos from him. I don't know how to answer. Bumblebee's wheels went big in Hoover Dam exterior. Well, don't forget that level wasn't finished. So. Are we talking like the one that digital made or like my old one? pause it and bring it back down because we are at the end of the chapter.
We can proceed now, Bumblebee. Meet us at Hoover Dam as soon as you are able.
And we all know what happens after Optimus said that line in the DS version, so I'm pretty sure you can guess what's gonna happen here. He gets captured by Sector 7.
Optimus, we've got to rescue Bumblebee before he's taken away by Sector 7.
Alright, so now you play as Optimus, so you gotta rescue Bumblebee. Shockwave, wonder what will change on his boss. You'll see. You'll see. The digital one, I think it was based on. It's the one that everyone knows about. The one that uses the emulator. Playable Shockwave could be possible, although his camera is really drunk. Well, don't forget, he wasn't meant to be playable. Alright, before I continue playing the video, there is something I want to mention. The first part of this level, the first half, all the way up into the first cutscene in the middle of the chapter, was supposed to be very, very different. All right, and once we get to that first cutscene in the middle of the chapter, I will discuss about what was originally supposed to happen. But this is the final version you guys will be getting for the first half of this chapter. So enjoy, and then afterwards I will talk about what was originally planned and why that was ultimately cut. Well, unfortunately cut. First thing you'll notice is that the helicopter moves a lot faster. We got some drones. They are here to be obstacles. So not only do you have a faster helicopter, so you kind of got to you know move faster. Uh, find shortcuts to keep up with the helicopter, but you also have the drones. That, as you can see right here, you got drones right here. They will act as distractions, keeping you from rescuing Bumblebee. Imagine Transformers the game Shockwave had a voice. What would you think it would sound like? Probably like the PSP version of Shockwave. We have the throwing donuts submission that was cut. I think that no, because I think that data is only for that one level, and it would contradict some of the data I already have. So no, the throwing donuts submission will not be included. I've been wondering about the submissions for this mod. I have an interesting idea for submissions. I don't want to say what it is, because I haven't gone full on with the idea. I will say this though, much like 2.0, the 2.0 mod, the submissions will be dynamic. Um, but I am gonna try and make submissions kind of different, you know, from um, each hub and each progress. And that doesn't mean um, oh, race is always going to be race and scavenger is always going to be scavenger and yada yada yada. Oh, here we go.
I have failed you, my friend, but I won't leave you to ruin.
All right, let me pause it right there. To finish answering the question, um, boss fights, and possible submissions. That's the question. There will be boss characters in submissions. So be able to choose characters. Yes, you will be able to choose only for the when you complete the level. Will you be able to choose who you want for submissions? All right. Now on to what I wanted to talk about when I said at the beginning before this chapter started. Um, what was originally planned and was originally done for this level. I mean, this chapter. So, the first half of the chapter always was meant to be Prime trying to rescue Bumblebee. He was originally the helicopter was going to use the prototype path, um, the shorter one. It's in in the 1 and 2.0 mod. It was the helicopter was originally going to use that path, and then halfway through that path, you would have been stopped by Barricade and Blackout, and then you would fight them, and then um, you would head to this location here where this is with the residential area, um, and you would try and rescue Bumblebee and ultimately fail. Unfortunately, I had to cut that out. Um, it worked fine in free play, but when starting from a new game, what would happen is you would play through the first three chapters, you would complete the third chapter, which is this chapter, and then the game would crash before even going into the chapter 4 hub. And there wasn't anything in the chapter 4 hub. You would just spawn as Ironhide. There were no drones, there were no bosses or anything, any extra characters. Um, but unfortunately, um, that had to be cut in order to make this level fully playable, without any crashes and without any stability issues. It's unfortunate that it had to come to that, but I am so proud of um, what came of it. Got a helicopter that moves faster, and instead of Blackout and Barricade coming in and interfering with from you rescuing Bumblebee, instead you have a lot of Decepticon drones trying to distract you and get in your way from rescuing Bumblebee. Um, yeah, it's just unfortunate that it had to come to that, but I'm so proud of how it came out. Um, Long Black. Well, let me answer some of the comments. Um, Long Blackout and Reimagined. Yes and no. Blackout does use his long combo animations. However, there's not a specific character. There is no long Blackout. So yes, the animations are there. Yes, he does use them, but there is no long Blackout. Um, will the 100% completion bonus be worth it? Have you thought of something? There's a 100% completion bonus? Wait, when was that? Is that. What is that? I never knew of a 100% completion bonus. Um, what was the helicopter path in the alternative mod? It wasn't the alternative mod. Um, as we all in the 2.0 mod, more than meets the eye. In fact, I G1 skins for that. Not all of them. None of them were a 100% bonus. 100% completion stuff. So that's not what the G1 skins were for. Transformers the game 2.0 or then meets the eye. I'm gonna use Barricade's video for it. Show it off.
So I got this app from Experian. It's got everything I need to help my.
We don't need no ads getting in the way, boys. All right. Let's put it at default view so we can see this. The alternative flight at the moment. This is that unused helicopter path. And yes, I did mute it in case Barricade 24 decides to come after me. Just in case, I don't want any copyright stuff. This is from Barricade's video. This is the alternate path. Yeah, so, yeah, this is the path that he would have used, that the helicopter would have taken. And then what would have happened is you would got into this point here, and you would have fought Blackout and Barricade at the baseball field. I'll let the rest of this play out though, just to give you an idea of the complete path. Yeah, and then it would have stopped right here. So that is that level. That alternate path. That's what I meant. Are the playable drones just gonna be on Arrival to Earth as protoforms or anywhere else? I'm debating. Do I make them extra characters? Do I not? Speaking of Barricade, guys, War for Cybertruck Gamer Edition figure. You realize that Barricade 24 did not make it. The War for Cybertron Gamer Edition Barricade figure. That was Hasbro. Alright, let's continue on.
Prime, we got a situation. Big meteor just hit the park, and it definitely ain't one of ours. We'll need to deal with it pronto.
On my way.
Alright, so here's something. In this part, if you take 45 seconds or longer to get to the beacon, to get to the area where the meteor landed, Prime will say a warning line And then if you wait another additional 60 seconds, you fail the mission. I know, I just remembered based on name. Yeah. Wasn't there an actual Optimus Prime figure that looked like RoboVision Optimus? I think you're thinking of the First Strike.
Shockwave. I've got to take him out before he levels the
So yeah, here we go. We start off with Shockwave fight in the park, which was how it was originally supposed to start. As you know, the cutscene that showed him landing in the park, so you fight him in the park. You know, you don't fight him in the middle of the street to begin with. You fight him in the park, not like the cutscene foretold. And you'll see what I do here. So Shockwave, when's it gonna happen? Should happen. Yeah, it should be happening. Yeah, here we go. Shockwave runs away. You got clones of Shockwave. These are based off of the one of the concept art versions of Shockwave, where he was depicted as black. There was a green one. He was originally going to be green, and then then he was black, and finally we got the in-game version where he was purple. Did you take the sound effect noises in the mod? Those are not mine. Those are from another mod, the Baver sound effects mod by Hello There. He made that. It is not my mod for these sound effects. So I would like to ask him if I could be like, hey, could I use these as like an extra, he would get credit for it. Thank you, Jazz. But I feel like it would be cool to have as like part of the extras list. Alright, now we get how many Shockwaves? Yeah, Shockwave clones. I saw that mod and thought it was interesting. It is. I've been enjoying it. Someone should do a CGI accurate Shockwave. I think there is someone who's trying to do that. What I was trying to say wasn't there an actual Optimus Prime figure named RoboVision Optimus Prime? Yes, there is. He is not based off of the RoboVision Optimus skin, though. He that's its own separate figure. That's more based off of the film. Give it more film accurate stuff. Like a premium version, if you will.
I can't let him get away.
He's not a G1 Colors movie Optimus. Yeah, here we go. You fight the clones again. Can Shockwave clone? Hold on. If you had to have a favorite mod not being by you, what would it be? That's difficult to choose from. I enjoy a lot of mods. I enjoyed 2.0. I enjoyed Alternative. There are some of the other mods I enjoyed too. Like smaller mods. So hard to say, really hard to say. Can the Shockwave clones be playable? I suppose it could be. It would depend on if I have the space. Um, Also, you will notice that Shockwave heals.
You'll not cause any more destruction.
This is to prevent you from instantly killing him. So, if you think that you can just kill Shockwave, you will be mistaken.
You gotta get up there and take him down, Prime.
Oh yeah, so Ratchet and Jazz show up to help you take out Shockwave.
For Cybertron. For the Allspark. For Earth.
Can't throw Shockwave clones? Yes, you can throw the Shockwave clones. You can pick them up. Wait, what colors are the Shockwave clones inspired from? Have you seen the Transformers the Game concept art for Shockwave? Thank you, CW. Yeah, concept art for Transformers the Game Shockwave. That's what he is based on. Well, the green concept art, yeah. Yeah, well, there's also a black one. So. Uh, the color went from green to black to purple. Oh yeah, here we go. Pick up Shockwave. And you throw him. I could see him being based off of the Devastation clone Shockwaves too. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Shockwave did have clones in the Devastation boss fight. I completely forgot about that. Barricade 24 will be so pleased he can throw Shockwave. You've always been able to throw Shockwave. It was just a matter of being able to knock him down. It was like a rare occurrence that he would go flying back and you would be able to pick him up. You know, same thing with Megatron. Oh, what's this? Shockwave flies off and goes to a different location not found in the original boss fight? Wow, wonder what could happen here. Hey, whatever happened to the city level destruction meter? You'll see that in the next chapter. I can add it back though. Yeah, I can add it back. Um, it does show up though in the next chapter. So you fight Shockwave here. Maybe as a bonus. What do you mean maybe as a bonus? The destruction meter? I mean, I can add it back. You know, it doesn't have to be an extra. It's either I have it or I don't. Either way, it's going to show up in the next chapter. Which begs the question, if the Shockwave boss fight is in chapter 3, what's going to happen in chapter 4? If you've already seen the video and the level, then you already know. But for those of you who haven't seen it, take your guess. What's going to happen? All right. Oh, what's this? Shockwave flies off to live another day. Yeah, there's a reason why. I want to use Shockwave in more than just this mod, so I'm not gonna kill him off. I wanna have him show up more in the sequel mods.
Hang back. Let me check it out.
If you ever feel useless, Dark of the Moon Shockwave and PSP Shockwave and Transformers the Game Shockwave are all in the same page in TF Wiki.
But it's not right. Let them leave.
Interesting. Here we go, we got another movie cutscene. Someone had actually asked me, was confused about
Before we can decode the location of the Allspark,
the
we need to
cutscenes.
take care of the remaining Decepticons in the area. Head to the beacon to await further orders.
So yeah. The ending of this chapter is something. And you'll see. You'll see what I mean. Damn, Tranquility had no bridge in this game. Which is why I used the bridge that I did. The one that leads out of the map.
Energy producing facility is the first target. Find this power plant and protect it.
Yes, B-gun. No, it's beacon. Alright? It kind of does sound like beacon, but he is saying beacon. He's saying beacon, like a British person would say. British people would say beacon, not be gone. Beacon. Alright, so yeah, as I said, you know, the destruction meter shows up again. It's not going down, and there's a reason why. It has a 10-minute timer. Because there's more than just one area. Yeah, now it starts to go down. So, the destruction timer is set to 10 minutes I might decrease that down a bit because just because I can. Plus, I feel like 10 minutes is a bit too long. I know I was just joking about the text to speech. Yeah, it's a bit quirky. It's functional though. Why choose a red color for that swindle? Well, one, concept art. Two, that's not the final color for swindle. That's the default color I made for swindle. Um, so first, the main reason why concept art, he is shown to be red, but he will not be that color red in the actual level. Um, I'm thinking of using just a default maroon color, that darker red for the drones in this level, not the bright red. The bright red is for the later chapters. I mean, the later levels. Just got a few more drones left at the power plant. Water physics, water physics, they don't exist under the bridge, of course. Well, the bridge doesn't, or the one that I've been using doesn't have water under it. It's just the highway under it. Two more drones. His Iron Eye's primary is going to be changed. I know it's a machine gun in this, like the original, but it is going to be changed to a shotgun.
The power plant is safe, but the human's visual broadcasting system is under attack. Find this TV station and defend it.
Then I guess I'll just do what I do best. Turn Decepticons into scrap metal.
That moment when you're on the outside of the bridge in free roam, and then in the wanted mode where the police cars drive through the water for it. Do they actually? I've never tried that, so. Or tested that, I should say. Kill more drones. At least from what I remember on the PS2, yes. That is interesting. I should test that out. one last drone in this area.
This Decepticon garbage won't even slow me down.
And now we are fighting at the baseball field with Ratchet. The previous one was with Jazz. This one's with Ratchet. Is the Cybertron edition on Xbox 360 worth it? There's nothing really added to it, um, other than you get a cheat code to unlock these Cybertron levels early. Other than that, it's just the same game. There's nothing really added to it, or anything. Oh my god, I'm tired. Sorry I'm quiet, I'm just enjoying the video. Hey, that's fine, man, that's fine. Alright, and so finally, you head over to the high school, where you fight drones with Optimus, Ratchet, and Jazz. Dropkick button is only movie car mode mod. Is that possible? I don't think that's possible. Sure, maybe 10 minutes was the right amount of time because the timer's already at 29%. You don't realize how fast it starts going down until you actually get to the end. And you're like, oh shit, there's 29% left. All right, here we go. We have another point of those multiple voice lines showing up. So enjoy.
Optimus, we've got to rescue Bumblebee before...
We have a more urgent matter. We need to retrieve the Allspark at all costs.
What? You mean we're just gonna leave Bumblebee?
Affirmative.
You don't care about any of us, do you, Prime? Protect the humans, get the Allspark. Autobots preserve life. All you really care about is beating your brother.
Bumblebee made a choice. He sacrificed himself because he understood what is at stake. We have all made sacrifices in this war. We must not let them be in vain.
Ironhide, you need to go right now.
And then you complete the chapter. So, what do you guys think of that little exit there? Oh wait, hold on, we got a cutscene.
Shockwave, come in. Megatron has been located. Starscream. Shockwave, come in. Complete. Our mission now is clear. Locate the Allspark and find Bumblebee, Sam, and Michaela. Autobots, transform and roll out.
And if you notice, Ironhide isn't with these guys. So I was sitting there, like, oh, where's Ironhide during this? And then it dawned on me, what if that scene from the cut from the DS where Ironhide gets uh, angry at Prime, and that's why he's not here. So is Shockwave dead there or not? No, that is one of the drones. That one of the swindle drones. Um, we already saw Shockwave fly off in Chapter 3. You know, he is not in Chapter 4. So Shockwave is still alive, um, and you are listening in through a drone, intercepting a signal between Starscream and Shockwave. Because as you've noticed, you know, Shockwave is already gone. You know, he's gone long before the chapter you know, that cutscene plays. So yeah, Shockwave will be he's not gonna show up in any of the other levels. However, he will be showing up in future mods I have planned, continuing this universe I am creating, starting with this mod. So yeah, what do you guys think of the level? Here comes the Hoover Dam exterior. No, we gotta do interior first. Interior comes first before exterior. Um, yeah, what did you guys think? Hmm? Yes? Did you like it? Did you not? Um, was the first level better than this? I mean, interior, whoops. Yeah, I know. Everyone's excited for Hoover exterior. You know, just completely skip out on interior. You liked it. Well, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad. Um, you will start to notice. Loved it. Thank you, guys. You will start to notice if you've been paying attention to the voice lines that these characters, you know, the things these characters are saying. Um, I think you can start and piece together, um, you know, the who these characters are, and you know, and stuff. You know, it's not just, oh well, you play as this character and this character is this tough or stuff. I'm giving them actual characters and actual development. So I don't know if any of you guys picked up on that with the voice lines. I'm gonna continue doing that in the future levels. You know, and same thing with the Decepticons too. The Decepticons are gonna also have characters and development and stuff. So yeah, Hoover Dam interior pain in the ass in the original game anyway. Oh man, especially chapters 2 and 4. Yeah, but yeah, that would actually is the next level. Did you will you rip some voice lines from the PSP Transformers game as well? Depends on the you know, if there's any voice lines that I can use. Um, you know, it you know, I try and put in voice lines that are you know, that make sense for whatever's going on in the game. So if it makes sense, then I can. If it doesn't, then I'm not going to use them. Um, yeah, that um, I don't know. Last time we ended off a stream like this, I shouted out a Transformers the Game modder. Let's try and do that again. Let's try and do that again. You know, someone small. Actually, let's take a look at. Oh, that we wrong thing, wrong thing. Transformers the game. Uh, World. There we go. We're gonna shout out Whirl again. You know, see what he's been up to. And we will also shout out someone else. So he has posted one new video, the PSP mod. He is working on. He's also working on a few other mods as well. So I'm not gonna say because I'll let him. I will let Mr. Whirl here um, talk about them when he's ready. Let's see who else. Let's shout out someone else. But so yeah, shout out the Whirl. And we're gonna try and shout out some smaller Transformers the game YouTubers. Um, you got Ray over here, my good friend Ray, working on the Shattered Glass mod. A lot of these are barricade, either blackout, barricade. We got Dat Mental Gamer, another good friend of mine. Um, oh, here we go. Spooky. I don't know. Oh, this was the guy who was working on that alternative mod 2.0. But yeah, he hasn't done Transformers the game in a while, but he has he has uploaded some Transformers the game stuff. And we're doing Metal Gear Rising, I see. I'm gonna go, dude. I gotta go to bed. Great seeing you, though. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Lucas. There's one person I'm thinking of. Where is it? Where? It's not spooky. It's someone else. Can't. Is it this guy? Where's the game? Weapon. Wait, Revenge of the Fallen Chocolate. Is there? I don't know. I'm just skimming through stuff. There's. Oh, is it this guy? Yeah, it is this guy. So we got Elite Max, the Man 22. Um, Originally he was just doing playthroughs of the 2.0 mod with some texture mods on it. He has. It does seem like he has started to do a little bit of modding himself. Some Transformers Prime skins here. This is just 2.0 mod level with Transformers Prime skins. He got some comparisons. He started messing with the the weapons, the ranged weapons, special abilities. You got Ironhide versus Brawl and Bone Crusher. Um, so yeah, he seems to be pretty new. This guy to Transformers the game modding. Wishing the best of luck. Shout out to him. Again, another shout out to Whirl, who we just took a look at. Um, so yeah, just look up Transformers the game mods. Yeah, let's do that. Transformers the game mods. Upload date. That's for Dark the Moon. Here's mine. My idea for Mixer Transformers the game. Oh my god, this guy is like. Oh my god. Transformers Open World Pre-Alpha Game Demonstration. I don't think this is a Transformers the game mod. Oh, here we go. The Bayverse sound effects mod that I was using in the video. Right here. By Hello There. Yeah. I think mine's like the most like actual Transformers the game mod that's recent, because this stuff doesn't really count. What happened to that Blackout Transformers the game modder? He hasn't uploaded in months. I'm not sure. Not sure honestly, but yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what happened to him. Holy shit! It's already 10 o'clock. All right. Well, with that being said, I think this is a good place to end off the stream. Um, Again, thank you guys for enjoying, for watching and enjoying the level and liking it and stuff. Um, the support really does help. Um, it means a lot. It keeps me going. Um, I want to get this mod out to you guys as soon as I'm able to. So, all of the support is greatly appreciated. Again, shout out to our two Transformers the Game modders that I shouted out. Elite Max the Man 22, along with Whirl. Um, Again, Whirl, I see great potential in him. Elite Max, he seems like he's just starting out with Transformers the Game modding. I wish him the best of luck with that. And so, yeah, with that being said, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I will see you guys, I don't know when, maybe Saturday. Maybe, I don't know, not sure. Um, but yeah, with that all being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.